anything goes with the legs. Your legs can be extended. You can also come into Supta Baddha Konasana, soles of your feet together, knees apart. Just take up a pose that's comfortable, supine. And then allow your body to settle into your mat. I want you to consciously begin to soften your abdomen. And then lengthen through the crown of your head. Keep your collarbones broad. And then if you haven't already, rest your hands on your abdomen and bring your attention to the feeling of your breath right here. When your diaphragm contracts, the belly rises and air fills your lungs. When your diaphragm releases, the belly also releases and air leaves the lungs. Now allow your breath to move effortlessly from this gentle contraction and release of your abdomen. So to begin practice today, I thought we'd start again with pranayama, so a breath exercise. And this one is called box breathing. If you're familiar with Sanskrit, it's a combination of both samavriti and kumbhaka, which is same breath and breath retention. So I will inhale, you will inhale for a 4 count, you will pause for a 4 count, exhale for a 4 count, pause for a 4 count. Now I will cue you through this, so use my voice as a guide, use it as a metronome. So to begin, first take an inhale, fill up your lungs, and then cleansing exhale through the nose. And let's begin. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Pause, 2, 3, 4. Continue with this box breathing on your own for about the next 60 seconds, and then play with the length of the pauses. If my count was too fast, slow it down. If it was too slow, then speed it up. And just kind of give yourself time to explore this breath. So your minute begins now. Okay, slowly start to release your box breathing. Then add some movement into your bodies. Maybe wiggle your fingers, wiggle your toes. And then start to find stillness. And I want you to do this. Imagine you were pressing on your brakes. You were driving and you're pressing on your brakes. So flex your feet, depress the brakes, and then release the brakes. Depress the brakes, release the brakes, depress, release, and then keep going faster and faster, like you're pulsing. And then feel that movement reverberate and travel throughout your whole body. Then do that a little faster, even faster. And then just imagine being a child, enjoying this movement as it travels up and down your body. Then start to find stillness. Maybe smile a little. And then let's come into banana asana. So take your right ankle, shift it to the bottom corner of your mat, right bottom corner of your mat. Take your left ankle, cross it over your right ankle. You reach up and above with both arms, circle your left wrist, lift your torso, and then bring it over to the right side of your body. So you're creating this C-shaped curve. So that C-shaped curve with the left side of your body. So opening up the side ribs, the intercostal muscles in between your ribs. And then notice here, if the back of your left pelvis has lifted off your mat, I want you to encourage the back of that pelvis down. So keep it planted off your mat. And then shrug that left side of your hip down and away from you. So creating distance between the left hip and your ribs. And breathe into this left side of your body. Take one more inhale, one more exhale. Then uncross the legs, come back through center. We're just going to move to the other side. Take your left foot, move it to the bottom left corner of your mat. Right ankle crosses over the left foot. Circle your right wrist, lift your body, shift it over to the left, so that C-shaped curve this time on the right side of your body. So notice here what's going on with that right hip. If it's lifted off the mat, think of inviting the back of the pelvis back down to the mat, and then lengthen the hip, the right hip away from your right ribs. And then breathe into that right lung. And then on your next inhale, you'll uncross the ankles, come back through center, bend your knees, and bring them into your chest, and maybe just kind of rock side to side. So give the low back a massage. And then set your feet down on the mat. So knees are pointed up at the sky. Find a neutral spine. Then you'll extend the arms up towards the ceiling or sky, and then bend the elbows. Bring the sides of your forearms, sides of the pinkies, and your elbows, the sides of your elbows together. So almost like you're reading a book above your face. Then imagine that these forearms of yours are resting on a flat surface. So they're resting on a tabletop. I want you to keep the forearms, elbows, and sides of your pinkies together as you reach forward. So think of reaching forward or up, but you're not letting your fingers dive down towards the crown of your head. You're just sliding those forearms up on this flat surface, then drawing them back down, slide them up, draw them back. And notice here how the upper back is feeling. Is it very tight? Does it take a lot of effort to keep your elbows together? So as you create this movement, the goal is to try and keep the forearms, elbows, and sides of pinkies together and slide them up as far as you can go, and draw them back down. Do that a couple more times on your own. And then let that go. All right, so feet flat on the mat, knees are bent. Start to extend your right leg up to the sky. So straighten your leg and gently encourage that right knee to straighten. You will reach for the back of your right thigh with your hands. You can interlace your fingers down to the webbing, and then start to draw your right leg in towards you. But at the same time, this thigh resists that movement. So the leg is resisting the movement, but the leg comes towards you. So the thigh is moving down towards your mat, but at the same time, you're trying to pull it in towards your torso. So just waking up the hamstrings as you do this. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. And one more inhale. Exhale, release that right leg down to your mat. Switching sides, extend the left leg up to the sky. And just gently encourage that left knee to straighten. And then reach for the back of your left thigh. And interlace your fingers together. Start to pull that left leg in towards your torso, but the thigh resists that action. So resist with the leg, but pull in with the arms.
Try and take 3 cycles of breath here. A cycle of breath is an inhale and an exhale. Then release that left leg after your last inhale, let it come down to the mat. Here's where if you have a belt or a strap, that might be useful, so go ahead and grab that. And then come back onto your mats. And we'll go through a few rounds of half happy baby. So bring the right knee into your chest, and then you'll loop that belt, strap, or hand towel around the base of your foot. Extend that right leg back up to the sky. And then very slowly, start to come into half happy baby. So start to draw the right knee down towards the right outer ribs, maybe towards the right armpit. And then extend and straighten that right leg up towards the sky. We'll do that 4 more times. Inhale, bend the knee, see if you can get it closer to the armpit, closer towards the floor. Then straighten the leg. Bend the knee, half happy baby. And straighten the leg. We've got 2 more on this side. Bend, half happy baby. And straighten the leg. Inhale, bend the knee. Exhale, straighten the leg. I think we've got 1 more. Bend the knee, half happy baby. And straighten that leg. You can slide the strap off, re-bend that right knee, set it down on your mat, switching sides, extend the left, bend the left knee, bring it into your chest, loop that strap, belt, or towel over your big toe ball, and then start to extend that left leg up to the sky. Then inhale, bend the knee, slide the knee towards the outer left ribs. Inhale, send it up to the sky. Exhale, bend, bring it in, extend. Half happy baby. And then straighten the leg towards the sky. 2 more. Inhale, half happy baby. Exhale, straighten. Inhale, half happy baby. And then exhale, straighten. Awesome. Slide that strap off your foot, set it aside. And then you decide how you'd like to get up. You can rock and roll up the length of your spine. You can just curl over into fetal pose, eventually making your way up to a seat. Good morning, everyone. So we're working a little bit more into both shoulders and hips. So I'm going to invite you to come down onto the right side of your body. So come down onto your right outer hip, and you'll set up your right forearm parallel with the top of your mat. Now here, I want you to actively press that forearm into your mat. Avoid sinking into this right shoulder joint. So basically, if you're looking at me, avoid slumping. Avoid doing this. You'll actively press into the forearm to strengthen that shoulder girdle. Okay, so option 1, stay like this. Take 5 deep breaths here. If you're looking for a little bit more, you'll start to press into that outer right knee and lift your hips. And then take 5 deep breaths here. So that's option 2. Option 3, you can take your left hand, bring it behind your head, and then that left elbow, you'll start to dip and bring it towards your fingertips. And do 5 of this. So customize this, decide what you'd like to do. Embrace the trembles. And just know that you're strengthening that right shoulder girdle as you do this. So healthy stress, just using our body weight as we work through this. And then after your 5th round or 5th breath, just set your hips down and rest. All right, let's all re-meet on our side. And this time, bring your torso down. You're still lying on your right side. You can rest your head in your right palm. And then you'll bring your knees so that they are in line with your hips. So flexing at your, flexing the legs. And then think of stacking the left knee on top of the right. Stack your left ankle on top of your right, and then flex your feet. Working into hips now. So we're gonna load the hip joint. Take your left hand, rest it on the outside of your left knee. Now this hand is going to provide resistance. So think of pressing the hand into the knee as the knee moves to lift this left hand all the way up. So think of lifting the knee towards the sky, but the hand is resistance. This is a concentric contraction. You're shortening the muscles in your outer hip as you do this. Then relax on the way down, relax. Then resist as you go up. Relax on the way down. We've got 3 more. Resist as you go up. Relax down. Resist up. Relax down. That outer left hip's probably starting to feel warm. That's what we're going for. Resist up. Relax down. 1 more. Resist up, and this time hold it at the top. Hold it. So knee presses into the hand, hand presses back. This is your isometric contraction. The muscle neither lengthens nor shortens, but you're loading that joint. So press, 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 press. Now, resist coming down. So the hand pushes the knee, but the knee resists. Okay, we got 4 more. Relax up. Resist down. Relax going up. Resist down. Relax up. Resist down. Okay, my left outer hip's really getting warm. Relax up. Resist down. I think we've got 1 more. Then relax up. Resist down. All right, take a break. Press yourself up to a seat and just kind of rock from side to side. Wiggle that out. And then you're going to come down onto your left side. So first with the shoulders, setting up with your left forearm parallel to the top of your mat. And again, start to actively press that forearm down. Don't slump into that shoulder joint. Just press, press, press. So option 1. Option 2, press into the outer left knee to lift your hips. Option 2, stay here for 5 cycles of breath. Option 3, right hand comes behind your head, and then take those dips. Do those 5 dips while you keep that shoulder joint active and working. Then after your 5th one, we'll just all lean on our sides. You've got time. All right, then go ahead and come down all the way down, and then rest your head in your left hand. Flex at your hips, so your knees are coming right up from your hips, that 90-degree angle. And then your ankles are stacked, feet are flexed. So we begin that over on the side. Your hand comes to the outside of that right thigh. And then the hand provides resistance. So we begin. Resist going up. Concentric contraction. Relax coming down. Resist going up. Relax coming down. Resist up. Relax down. 2 more. Resist up. Relax down. Resist up. And then hold it at the top. Hold it. The knee presses into the hand presses back for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Resist down. Resist, resist as you come down. Then relax going up. Resist down for 2. Relax up. Resist down. Relax up. Resist down. Relax up. And this is your last one. And then resist, resist coming down, all the way down. And that concludes that hip exercise. So come on back up, and then you can wiggle your hips again, so that might feel really, really good. And then let's meet in quadruped or tabletop. So make your way to your hands and knees. Shoulders are stacked over your wrists. Hips stacked over knees. We'll just start to make hip circles. So I'm going to start on my left side because that's the side that's facing me. So draw the left knee towards your left wrist. And then imagine you're trying to draw a circle on your side. You bring this knee out to the side, straighten the leg, then draw the knee back towards your wrist. Draw that half circle, straighten that leg, knee back towards the wrist. Circle out, straighten the leg, we'll do one more. Knee towards the wrist, circle out, straighten the leg, and then we meet in tabletop. Switching sides. Draw your right knee in towards your wrist, and circle it out towards the right, straighten that leg. Knee back towards the wrist, circle it out, straighten the leg. Knee towards the wrist, circle out, extend the leg, and then one more. Draw your knee in, circle it out, straighten the leg, and then we meet in tabletop. So let's flow for a few rounds of cat-cow just to wake up the spine a little bit more before we start moving. So take an inhale, find your neutral spine. Exhale, tuck your tailbone under, draw belly to spine, dome the upper back, really move broad across the upper back, then tuck chin into chest. Inhale, untuck the tailbone, melt the belly, melt the heart. Let the collarbones be broad, and maybe lift your gaze. Exhale, round into your cat. Inhale, come into your cow, squeezing the shoulder blades together, let the heart melt. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow, and we'll do one more. Exhale into your cat. Make this one really big. Then inhale, cow. And this time, exhale, neutral spine. Curl your toes under. And then start to lift your hips, sending your hips way back into space, coming into your first down dog of the morning. So when you're down dog, you want to keep your fingers wide and super glue your hands to your mat. The majority of your weight here in this upside down V is going to be in your legs. And here you can do your down dog dance, pedal out your feet, sway your hips. Just keep the sides of your body long. Keep the armpits long, don't let them drop. Take about 10 more seconds, pedal out your dog. Do whatever feels good to you in this down dog. And then start to find stillness. And take a slow walk, slow walk all the way up to the top of the mat, coming into a forward fold. Now in your forward fold, shift your weight so it's in midfoot and toes. Bring your hips over your ankles. Your knees can be bent as deeply as you need to. Grab opposite elbows and just come into this ragdoll pose here. So let your neck decompress. Let your head hang heavy. You can nod your head yes, shake your head no. You can inhale in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. Then release your elbows if you have them. Start to rebuild your spine. Make this slow, make this juicy. Stacking vertebrae by vertebrae. Slowly make your way up to stand. Then bring your hands to your heart center. Slight tuck of your chin. And then set your intention for your sankalpa for practice today. And then just remember, during practice today, you can find your edge, honor it, but also remember to acknowledge and respect your limits. So at any point, if you feel tired, stop, take a break, grab some water. You can also rest in child's pose, and then rejoin us if you feel ready, or if you're ready to come to Shavasana, you're welcome to do that as well. On your inhale, sweep your hands out and up, reach up for the sky. Exhale, drop your palms, so your palms are facing down. Come up on your tippy toes and sink your hips. So you're balancing in a tiptoe chair. Then inhale, reach up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, pull out of your waist. Exhale, forward fold. Let's try it again. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, drop into your tiptoe chair. Then inhale, bloom up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Organize your spine here. Push the floor away from you. Avoid the sagging of your hips. Keep your hips lifted to the sky. Your neck is long. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Take one more inhale. Then lower your knees, come all the way down to your bellies. Untuck your toes. Your hands are under your shoulders. Tops of feet are heavy. Inhale, cobra, heart is light. Exhale, down dog. So here you can come through tabletop and then curl your hips and lift up. If you're familiar with yoga, you can go ahead and just push back up to down dog. So that's our sun A. Inhale, lift your heels, bend your knees. Exhale, travel to the top of your mat. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, let's rise up. Exhale, drop into your tiptoe chair. Inhale, broom up. Then exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back or jump back to your high plank. Flow through your vinyasa or meet in down dog. Then shift forward, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. All right, changing it up just a little bit. So let's have a little bit of fun. Step your right foot forward. Then step your left foot behind your right foot. You'll crisscross at the ankles. See if you can get your pinkies to line up. Now, you've got to squeeze your inner thighs together to inhale and halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, really squeeze the inner thighs together, press through your feet to rise all the way up. Then if you want, you can try that crisscross bent knee chair. Come up on your tippy toes. Maybe drop into that chair, challenge your balance. Inhale, boom up, you can set your feet down. Then exhale, forward fold. Now inhale, you've got to come up really high on your tiptoes. So bring your heels over your tiptoes. Walk your hands down the left side of your mat. Now as you do this, your feet will uncross. Walk your hands all the way out to your high plank here. Stay for the inhale. Then chaturanga, shift forward. Drop to your knees. Lower all the way down. Inhale, up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog, Adho Mukha. Okay, we'll try that again on the other side. Step your left foot forward. Step your right foot behind the left, crisscross at the ankles. See if you can get the toes to line up. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Then inhale, really squeeze to the thighs and ground onto the feet. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, maybe rock up on your toes and drop into that chair. Do what you can here. Inhale, feet come down, hands reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Then inhale, you've got to lift your heels, bring them over your toes. Walk down the right side of your mat. Your feet will uncross. Walk up to your high plank. Organize your spine, stay for the inhale. Then chaturanga. Up dog or cobra. Exhale, down dog. Take 5 cycles of breath here. Just reconnect with your breath. Notice how you're feeling after that fun little sequence. If you need to, grab a sip of water. All right, we'll begin moving. So from your down dog, come into a 3-legged dog. Right leg lifts. Then slow, controlled, low lunge. Step your right foot up between your hands. Spin your back foot down. So look at front right heel to left arch alignment. Open up into your warrior 2. So in your warrior 2, shoulders are stacked over hips. You can peel this left hip back. You want to bring the right knee over the right ankle. Now you can also pulse a little bit. That might help you get a little deeper into that front knee. And then arms are very active, reaching out through your fingertips. Take your drishti or your gaze over your right fingertips. Stay for the inhale. Stay for the exhale. Take one more inhale. Then exhale, come into extended side angle. Take your right forearm, rest it on your right thigh. Left hand reaches up to the sky. So similar action, we're not sinking into this right shoulder. You're actively pressing the forearm into the thigh back to that forearm. Then lower this left hand towards, I'm lowering it to the center of the room. Then start to sweep this left hand up towards your ear. So bicep over the ear. Then take it as far back as you can go until you reach a roadblock. Then turn your palm to face up towards the sky. Roll that whole arm, bring the pinky towards the outer left hip. Then sweep the arm back towards your ear, turn the palm to face down, and then reach for the center of the room. 2 more times, please. Arm frames the ear, turn the palm to face up, roll that pinky down towards the outer hip. Then arm comes back over the ear, palm turns to face down, lower it towards the room. 1 more time. Arm frames the ear, palm faces up, pinky towards outer left hip, roll it back up, turn the palm to face down, roll it towards the front room. Okay, inhale, star. So grow really big in your star. Now see if you can arrange your feet so that they're parallel with each other. Take an inhale. Exhale, your left arm comes down, the right knee bends, the left fingertips point towards the heel. Then think of stacking the right shoulder over your left shoulder and reach the right arm up towards the sky. So this is your bent knee revolve triangle. It's a little bit of a twist. Inhale, back into your star. Exhale, drop your right hand on your thigh, reach up and over with the left hand, side bend and lean towards the top of your mat. Inhale, star. Exhale, forward fold, one-legged forward fold, Prasarita. Just for 3 counts. For 3, 2, 1. Then inhale, halfway lift. Point your right toes out slightly, and then start to bend into that right knee, sinking into Skandasana at the top of your mat. Now this left heel, I like to be on my heel. I want you to think of drilling the heel down into the mat and drawing the left heel in towards you. I'll wake up your hamstring a little bit more. Options here with the arms. You can expand and grow some wings. If you're playing with balance, you can bring your hands to heart center and just hold it there. I'm offering a third option because I know I have some seasoned yogis on here. If you'd like to play with a little bit of an arm balance, you press your hands to the floor. See if you can hook your right knee onto the right tricep. Maybe lean forward and lift that right foot off the mat. So some options, play with it. Take one more inhale here. Then exhale, we meet in Skandasana. Then we'll pivot to the front of our mats, low lunge. Drop the left knee, drop the left knee. So kneeling lunge. Then shift this left foot off to the right just a little bit. So it's a kickstand, then you'll lift your torso. Interlace your hands behind your head. Straighten this right leg, straighten this right leg. So you'll slide the heel out and straighten it. So heel to hip alignment, okay? Then tick-tock down. Take an inhale. Exhale, rotate your torso up towards the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist up. One more time, inhale, center. Exhale, twist up. Inhale, center. Release the arms, straighten the arms at 12 and 6. Left hand comes down to the mat. Right foot lifts up. Supported half moon. Now you've got to juice this right leg. We worked on that right hip. So flex, dorsiflex the foot. See if you can lift that leg a little higher so it's in line with the right hip. Don't let it sag. For 3, 2, 1. Right hand comes down, right foot comes down. Walk your hands towards, like set your hands apart, setting up for dumbbell. You'll have to spin onto your right tippy toes. Lift the left knee off your mat. Shoot the left leg back. 3-legged dog. Exhale. Down dog. Take 3 cycles of breath here. Okay, leading with the left leg. Inhale, left leg lifts. Slow, controlled, low lunge. Step it up between your hands. Spin the whole right foot down. Left heel to right arch alignment. Then inhale, open up, warrior 2. Settle into your warrior 2. You can pulse a few times just to get into that knee. Warming the knee up. Feel expansive through your arms. Get a sense for all your shoulders stacked over your hips. Take an inhale. Take an exhale. Take one more inhale. Extended side angle. Left forearm comes down to left thigh. Press the forearm into the thigh. Right hand reaches up to the sky. And start to reach the right hand forward, and then we'll do that shoulder thing again. Sweep the right hand up beside your ear. Turn the palm to face out. Bring the right pinky to the right outer hip. Sweep it back over your ear. Palm faces down. Then reach it for the middle of the room. Sweep the hand up by the ear. Pinky, palm facing up. Circle it down towards the hip. Then bring it back up beside your ear. Palm faces down. Reach for the side of the room. One more time. Bicep frames your ear. Rotate so the palm faces up. Sweep it pinky to hip. Then reach back up. Bicep frame the ear. And then center of the room. Now inhale, come into your star. Feel broad and expansive across the star. Exhale, bend the left knee, drop the right hand. Right fingers point towards the left heel. Stack your shoulders left over right. Reach up for the sky with the left hand. This is your revolve bent knee triangle. Inhale back into your star. Exhale, drop the left hand, reach up and over with the right side bending. Inhale, star. Then exhale, prasarita. Just 3 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Then exhale, point your left toes out slightly, sink into your skandasana. So again, just depends on what you'd like to do here. You can drill that right heel into your mat and think of dragging it in towards you to activate your hamstrings. You can open up this giant wing. Some of you might want to take a bind, hands at heart center. Or if you want to play with that arm balance, you press your palms into your mat, hook the left knee over on your left tricep, and then maybe pitch forward and lift the left toes. Okay, go ahead and play. 4, 3, 2, 1. Pivot into a low lunge at the back of your mat. Low lunge. Then drop the right knee. Use your right foot as a kickstand so you're shifted off to the left slightly. Lift your torso. Interlace your fingers behind your head. Straighten that left leg. So send the heel out, straighten the leg. You want to see that your heel is in line with that left hip. Take top down. Drop the right elbow. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist to the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. We got one more. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Expand the arms as the right palm comes down, left leg lifts. For 5, let it drop. 4, 3, 2, 1.5, 1. Set that left foot down, left hand comes down. Set your hands up for your down dog. Pivot onto your left tippy toes. Lift the right knee in. Shoot the right leg back. Exhale, down dog. 3 cycles of breath. If you need a child's pose, you are welcome to it. Okay, we'll try that again. So let's re-meet in down dog. Inhale, 3-legged dog, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge, step it up. Inhale into your warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Then sweep the left hand towards the middle of the room. Sweep it up beside your ear. Turn the palm to face up. Lower it towards the hip, just twice. Then arm comes back over your ear. And then reach forward. One more time. Sweep the arm by the ear. Turn the palm to face up. Down towards the hip. Up towards your ear. Middle of the room. Inhale, star. Exhale, bent knee, revolve triangle. Bend the right knee, drop the hand down, stack your shoulders. Inhale back into your star. Side bend and lean towards the right. Inhale back into star. Then exhale, forward fold in your prasarita. 3 counts. 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Point your right toes out, knee follows the toes. Come into your skandasana. Transverse lunge. And then low lunge at the top of your mat. Drop the left knee into your kneeling lunge. Kickstand the left foot. Lift your torso. Interlace your hands behind your head. Straighten that right foot. Straighten the right foot. Tuck your left elbow down. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist towards the sky. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Open the arms as the left hand comes down, right leg lifts. Supported half moon for 3, 2, 1. Right leg comes down, right hand comes down. Then you shoot your left leg back, three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. Take an inhale in through the nose. Take an exhale out through the nose. Then inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale, open up into your warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Lower that right arm down towards the center of the room. Sweep it up beside your ear. Turn the palm to face up. Roll the pinky down towards your hip. Roll it back up towards the ear, palm facing in. Reach for the inside, the middle of the room. Sweep it beside your ear. Turn the palm to face up. Pinky by your hip. Then roll it back up towards the ear. Then arm towards the middle of the room. Then inhale up into your star. Exhale, bend and revolve triangle. Left leg bends, left knee bends. Stack your shoulders, twist. Inhale back into your star. Left arm comes down. Reach up and over towards the left. Then inhale, star. Exhale into your prasarita. For 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Point your left knee up, toes out, sink into your skandasana. And then come into your low lunge at the back of your mat. So the left knee is in front. Drop the right knee. Shift your right foot to the left just slightly. So kickstand, then lift your torso. Interlace your hands behind your head. Straighten that whole left leg. Tick-tock the right elbow down. Take an inhale. Exhale, twist towards the ceiling. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Inhale, center. Expand the arms. Right arm as the right hand comes down. The left leg lifts. For 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes down. Left hand comes down. Walk your hands so they're set up for down dog. Lift the right knee into your chest. Shoot it back to a three-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. And then take an inhale to lift your heels. Bend your knees. Travel to the top of your mat. Forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale into that tiptoe chair. Then inhale, rise back up. Exhale, swan dive down or just forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to your high plank. We're re-meeting down dog, so either vinyasa or just lift your hips and come back to down dog. When you're in down dog, take 3 cycles of breath there or child's pose if you need it. Continue lifting your hips high during down dog. Inviting the heels closer and closer to the mat. Okay, part 2 of the flow. So coming back to your dog, looking at your feet, inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, step it up, low lunge. Now spin your left foot down. Your left toes point towards the left top corner of your mat, so 30 to 40 degree angle. Then very slowly lift your torso. I want you to take your hands and rest them on your hips. Guide this left hip forward, the right hip back, so that your hip points are square to the front of your mat. Now, if this stance is too much of walking on a tightrope for you, you can certainly widen your feet. So widen your feet, separate them towards the long edge of your mat. Try and take the bend out of the back knee. Then when you feel ready, reach up to the sky in your warrior 1. Sink into that front knee, maybe pulse a little bit. Now interlace your hands behind your back. Give your shoulder blades a squeeze. Now we're not coming into humble warrior. We're going to launch into a bound warrior 3. So take your time, start to lift this left leg. Roll the inner left thigh up towards the sky, maybe lower your torso, but create that up dog or cobra sensation. Then very slowly, draw your left knee into your chest if you can. Playing with balance here, left knee into chest. You can keep your hands bound or you can come into prayer hands and then crisscross that left ankle over the right knee and have a seat in your figure 4. Then bring your hands to heart center. Take an inhale, take an exhale. Then bring that left knee back into your chest. Slow, slow, with control, send it all the way back, land on your toes. Squeeze your inner thighs together. And then when you feel stable, reach up into your high crescent lunge. So here, let the right thigh descend towards the mat. Lift the left thigh up towards the sky. And keep squeezing or scissoring your inner thighs together. Now some of you, if you want to back bend, bring your palms together and then maybe let the arms go back first. And then the spine and the ribs follow. Release your hands down to your mat. And then step back to your down dog. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. And then inhale, we'll try it on the other side, left leg lifts. Exhale, step it up, low lunge. Spin your right foot down, right toes point at the right top corner of your mat. Then lift your torso, square your hips up. So it's the left hip that rolls back, right hip forward. Try and take the bend out of that right knee. When you feel steady, then reach out into your warrior one. Try not to let your low ribs protrude. Relax the sides of your neck. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. And then slowly pitch forward and try that bound warrior three. Rolling the inner right thigh towards the sky. Maybe lift the leg a little higher. And very slowly, bring the right knee into your chest with control. And then cross the right ankle over left knee. Have a seat in your figure four. Hands can be at heart center here. For 3, 2, 1. Right knee back into your chest. Send it back with control again. Land it on your tiptoes. Squeeze the inner thighs together. First, find your stance. And then when you find your stance, then release the arms up towards the sky. Maybe palms touch. Maybe a back bend here. And slow, slow. Release the hands down to your mat. Step back into down dog. Take 3 seconds of breath. And just notice, how does your body feel now? Where is your breath? Has it become shallow? If it has, then just recommit to deep, full inhales, long, complete exhales. Okay, from your down dog, take a slow walk up to your hands. I'm just going to hang out in this forward fold for a moment. You can play with using your 2-piece fingers to wrap around your big toes and forward fold this way by widening your elbows. Or if you prefer, you can try and slide your palms under your feet, bringing your toes all the way to your wrist creases, and then folding over this way. So just kind of pick what works for you. Then release your hands. And then slowly, slowly make your way up to stand. All right, how you guys doing? So let's come and play a little bit more balance. I prefer to do this off my mat. You definitely want something, either a block or whatever prop you decide to use at the top of your mat and at the bottom of your mat. So we'll come to the top of our mats first. I just want to make sure you guys can see me when I do this. Then, first come into Tadasana, mountain pose, just to reset. Then take a soft bend in your knees. Soft bend in your knees. Left leg wraps over the right. So coming into Gandasana or eagle. Some of you will bind your foot. I can't do that. Or you can use your left toes as a kickstand. But I want you to, again, rest your hands on your hips. Guide the left hip back as you bring the right hip forward, so that your hips are level with each other. Then I want you to imagine you're sliding down a wall with your back. Okay, sink, bend a little bit in the knees. Tee out the arms. Left arm wraps around right. You can bind here, or you can just rest your palms on your shoulders. Whatever you've chosen, lift your elbows to shoulder height. Draw your palms away from your face. Find your focus in your eagle. Now very slowly, start to bring your left knee to your chest, and then you're going to send it behind you. You're going to land in horse. With control, very nice. Jill, I see you. All right, release the arms, tee up the arms, and then we're just gonna tick-tock. Drop the right hand, come back to center, drop the left hand, come back to center. One more time. Right hand drops, inhale center, left hand drops, inhale center. Okay, now straighten your legs. Then bend the left knee. So think of warrior two legs, bend the left knee. Right hand goes to your hip, left hand's gonna reach forward for that prop. So you're gonna be about a foot away. We're heading into half moon, Ardha Chandrasana. So grab that prop to bring the floor up closer towards you, and then very slowly start to lift that right leg. So we did several of this in a supported half moon. This time it's the full version. So you've got to send a ton of juice down this right leg. Imagine you're stamping that right foot against the wall. Keep the right leg at hip height. So we work to turn on those hip flexors. We strengthen the glutes. Use it. And then so your hand can remain at your hip. It can reach up to the sky. More challenging is being able to take your gaze towards your right thumb. You just play with this. You've got time. If you fall out of it, no one can see you. Now maybe for some of you, if you're seasoned with this, very familiar with half moon, perhaps bring your left hand towards your heart. Then slowly, slowly, can you with control make your way back to Tadasana, but at the back of your mat. Then hands at heart center, you can wiggle it out. So you're facing the back of your mat. And then we're gonna repeat that and make our way to the front of the mat. So, soft bend in the knees. This time it's the right leg that wraps around the left. Guide your hands to your hips. Move the right hip back, left hip forward. Slide down your imaginary wall. Tee out your arms. Right hand under left. Bind or rest your palms on your shoulders. Elbows to shoulder height, palms away from face. Slide a little further down that wall. Find your drishti. And very slowly start to straighten your knees, bring the right knee into your chest. With control, send it behind you, landing in your horse. Untangle the arms. This time, hands at heart center. Okay, lift your right toes. Lift your right heel. I'm not mirroring you. Then set it down. Lift your left heel. Set it down. Right heel lifts. Set it down. Left heel lifts. Set it down. Both heels lift. And pulse. All right, eventually we'll set both heels down, straighten your legs, come into that warrior two legs. This time it's the right knee that bends, left hand on your hip. Start to reach for that prop at the top of your mat. Set it about a foot or 6 inches away from your right pinky toes and start to lift this left leg. See if you can keep it up at hip height. Flex your toes. Imagine someone's trying to push this leg down, but you're resisting it. Then maybe lift the left hand up to the sky. Maybe take your gaze up to the sky. Some of you will bring your right hand to your heart center. But we will all meet at Tadasana with control at the top of your mat. So once you've made your way there, bring your hands to heart center, reset. Grab some water if you need it. Kind of let your heart rate settle again. Check in with your breath. So we'll all meet in Tadasana. Then inhale, sweep your hands out and up. Exhale, drop into that tippy-toe chair. Then inhale, boom up again. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to your high plank. Stay for the inhale. Your choice, chaturanga or just meet in down dog. All right, you guys, we have one last flow where we put all this together. So inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, low lunge. Inhale into your warrior two. Exhale, extended side angle. We're gonna skip that arm stuff. Inhale, half moon. You've got one more try. So walk the right hand forward, maybe lift the back leg. Ardha Chandrasana. Take a breath in. Take a breath out. Then inhale very slowly. Land in star. Exhale, bent knee revolve triangle, right knee bends. Inhale back into star. Exhale, side bend and lean towards the right. Inhale, star. Exhale, Prasarita, fold for 3, 2, 1. Inhale, halfway lift. Then find your Skandasana, right knee bends, point the right toes out. Pivot into a low lunge at the top of your mat. Here's where I'm changing things up. Inhale, warrior 1. Then exhale, swing your arms behind you. Inhale, squeeze your shoulder blades together. Exhale, launch into your bound warrior 3. Just do what you can here. And slowly with control, come into that one-legged Tadasana. Figure 4, hands can be at heart center. Back into that one-legged Tadasana. Slow, slow, make your way to high crescent. First, find your stance. Then reach up to the sky. Maybe take a back bend. Then set the arms down, coming into your low lunge. Drop the left knee, I did not forget this. Kickstand the left foot. Lift your torso, straighten that right leg. Interlace your hands behind your head. Tick-tock the left elbow down. Inhale, twist up. Exhale, center. Then expand the arms, left hand comes down, right leg lifts. For 3, 2, 1. Right leg, right hand comes down. Pivot towards the back of the mat. 3-legged dog. Exhale, down dog. We just have the left side. Take a breath in. And take a breath out. Then inhale, lift your left leg. Exhale into your low lunge. Inhale, open up into your warrior 2. Exhale, extended side angle. Inhale, half moon. Last full half moon on this side. Do what you can, juice up that right leg. Then very slowly make your way into your star. Bent knee revolve triangle, bend the left knee, stack the shoulders. Inhale back into your star. Drop the left hand, side bend and lean. Inhale back into your star. Then forward fold. For 3, 2, 1. Skandasana, bending that left knee. Pivot into a low lunge. Then you'll rise up into your warrior 1. And then interlace your hands behind your back. Squeeze your shoulder blades together. Launch into your bound warrior 3. Then draw the right knee into your chest. Come into your figure 4. Hands can be at heart center. Relift that right knee. Send the right toes all the way back. First, find your stance. Squeeze your inner thighs together. Arms reach up to the sky. Maybe a back bend. And come back to that low lunge. Right knee comes down. Kickstand the right foot. Lift your torso. Interlace your hands behind your head. Straighten that left leg. Tick-tock the right elbow down. We're just twisting once. Take a breath in. Twist up. Come back to the center. Release the hands. Right hand comes down. Left leg lifts for 3, 2, 1. Right leg, left leg comes down. Left hand comes down. Come into your 3-legged dog. Exhale. Down dog. Nice job, everyone. Go ahead and take a child's pose here. So drop your knees, widen them. Send your hips all the way back to your heels. Breathe a sigh of relief. The full part is over. Okay, from your child's pose, just start to walk your hands in and lift your torso. And then release your legs down to the front of your mat. Okay, knees are bent, feet are flat on your mat. And then walk your hands back so your fingers point towards the back of your mat. Cross your right ankle over your left knee. And then come into the seated figure four. So if you're trying to avoid any rounding in your spine, you can start to slide this left foot in, or maybe lift your left toes. And start to notice all those yummy sensations in the right outer hip. Okay, now set your palms down so that your fingers are pointing towards the top of your mat. Set your left foot down and then start to lift your hips. So coming into your reverse tabletop, and we'll hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your hips down. Release your right leg. Maybe windshield wiper just a bit and then do the other side. And then take your left ankle, cross it over your right knee. And again here, avoid rounding to your spine, so straight spine. You can lift your right toes. And then breathe into any tender or sensitive spots in that left outer hip. You start to point your fingers forward towards the top of your mat. Set that right foot down, then lift your hips. And then here you can tuck your chin slightly. It just depends on how your neck feels, or just let your head drip back. For 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your hips back down, and then release this left leg. Okay, so we're gonna have a little bit of fun. Coming back to that child's mind, I want you to set up in boat, and then reach for the back of your thighs, or then start to straighten your legs. Some of you might want to slide your hands up to your ankles, but whatever you do, keep your spine tall. You're balancing on your sit bones here. And then very slowly, start to rock back. Rock all the way back. Hold on to the back of your thighs or your knees or your ankles, and then see if you can rock back up to that boat. And then it's a lot in the core. There you go, maintain your balance. Now rock back, all the way down to your backs. And maybe rock back up, but don't rock all the way forward. Keep your tall spine. We'll do that one more time. Roll back, then roll up, balance for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Set your legs down in a wide V. Walk your hands forward, and then come into a forward fold. So we went from Ubaya Konasana to Upavishta Konasana. Enjoy the forward fold. Here you want to flex your feet, roll the inner thighs up towards the sky. Sink your heart towards the floor. Laugh at yourself a little bit. On your next inhale, start to walk your hands in, lift your torso. I hope you guys had fun with that. Then go ahead and come on down to your backs. Hug your knees into your chest. Again, maybe rock from side to side. And then tee out the arms or goalpost the arms. Keep your knees as close to your torso as you can. And just start to drop them to the right. Coming into a supine twist. Then if you feel like taking your gaze over the left shoulder, go ahead and do that. But try and soften that left shoulder down to your mat. Smooth out your breath. And bring your knees back into your chest. Keep them close as you drop them to the left. Soften that right shoulder. Maybe take the gaze over the right shoulder. Whatever's calling to you. Bring your knees back to center. Then hug your shins with your hand and curl up into a tight little ball, perhaps leaning your forehead to your knee. Then unroll your spine, straighten your legs very slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Extend your legs and start to make your way into your Shavasana shape. So settling into your Shavasana. And some of you might want to put your hands over your belly again so that you can feel your breath there. Start to slow things down. And before we end class today, I'd like to share this with you. It is a poem entitled Kindness. Before you know what kindness really is, you must lose things. Feel the future dissolve in a moment, like salt in a weakened broth. What you held in your hand, what you counted and carefully saved, all this must go so you know how desolate the landscape can be between the regions of kindness. How you ride and ride, thinking the bus will never stop. The passengers eating maize and chicken will stare out the window forever. Before you learn the tender gravity of kindness, you must travel where the Indian in a white poncho lies dead by the side of the road. You must see how this could be you, how he too was someone who journeyed through the night with plans and the simple breath that kept him alive. Before you know kindness as the deepest thing inside, you must know sorrow as the other deepest thing. You must wake up with sorrow. You must speak to it till your voice catches the thread of all sorrows and you see the size of the cloth. Then it is only kindness that makes sense anymore. Only kindness that ties your shoes and sends you out into the day to mail letters and purchase bread. Only kindness that raises its head from the crowd of the world to say, "It is I you have been looking for," and then goes with you everywhere, like a shadow or a friend, written by Naomi Shihab. Take the next couple of minutes, settle here in your Shavasana. The time now is 11:41. If you have a few more minutes to yourself, go ahead and remain in your Shavasana. If you would like to be guided out, gently start to invite movement back into your body, maybe circling out wrist and ankle. Then hug your knees into your chest, and then lower them to either side, coming into a fetal pose. Slowly press yourself up to a comfortable seat with your hands at heart center. And then everyone, if you could face the computer, I would love to see your beautiful faces this morning. Thank you all. Have a fabulous, fabulous weekend. Namaste.